So, I'm doing a live video. I thought this would be easier to record since giving it to you in little snippets would be pretty boring. Although this may be a bit long. There may be some background noises, like my washing machine is on and my dog is sitting in the room with me. But besides that, let's just continue, and I hope we can all have a fun time with this. So, if anyone remembers, we had just started the game, and introducing our mighty hero, Graham, the horribly lackluster tactician. I'm going to make this very short. I'll probably just do the premonition battle, and then try to figure out how to organize for the chapter 1, because I played this with casual before on hard, and even then I still had such a fun time with everything. Yeah, and Crom didn't even hit. Thanks, Crom. So, besides being completely horrible at Fire Emblem in general, this is both an experience for you guys and for myself personally, as this is the first time I've ever played Classic. So I just want to have a fun time with you guys, and hopefully you guys get to know a little bit more about me, and we can build a interesting community, or a much larger community of Fire Emblem players here that's less based around heroes and all the talk about that. Anyways, so I'm just going to continue on like this. I'm really sorry that this is actually probably really boring to you guys. I'm really new to trying to commentate. Heck, I haven't even done that much to my own YouTube channel, which I have. I plan to do or get more serious on this, but for now I just want to take it slow and anything you guys could tell me, tips, strategical advice, or any ideas for F supports, or who to pair up with more often. I will not be killing anyone purposefully in this. The general goal is to keep everyone alive, or else I believe it will be very boring otherwise. Besides that, this will probably be over pretty soon, hopefully. Who knows, maybe I'll do some voice acting, for example, if we do end up doing sports. Besides that, anyone want to say anything in the chat? Any questions, or thoughts they might want to share. Nothing inappropriate, please. I want to keep the chat clean. I have some friends and family who also may end up seeing this, or they're following me, so they may end up hearing about this one way or another. And I really don't want them to go on a tangent about how I'm doing things inappropriate on here. But, yeah. This really is more interesting on YouTube, isn't it? With much better quality than a horrible cameraman with an iPhone to record everything. But that's all I got, so sorry. So we're just about to finish here. Like I said, any ideas would be really helpful, or any thoughts, or recommendations for what I could do to make it more interesting for you guys. Ideas for how I could record better, or how to improve quality and such. Now to end this the horrible way because I did not pay attention to his health. Oh no. Oh, never mind. So yeah. That's gonna be it. I hope you guys enjoyed the technical beginning to this horribly painful and boring adventure, but hey Jack. So yeah, that's the first bit of it. So, for anyone who's just heard about this, I will be doing a full playthrough of Fire Emblem Awakening. And, yes, hi, Jack. And, like I said, I'll appreciate anyone's advice or support, or just anything really that could help me out.
It's all right.
This is really boring, isn't it?
Listen.
Just trying to make sure you guys can read it all if you want. If you don't, just quickly put in the chat that you don't want to hear all this. And I'll try my best to skip it. I personally really enjoy this, well, Fire Emblem Fates Conquest was my first game, and I got this after, basically, and this was kind of enjoyable for me. I really enjoyed the tactician class. Initially, I found it to be slightly boring because up to that point, I had played the Dark Knight class more often. But I've come to enjoy it more. I actually spent a lot of time in Fates setting up the characters so I could get and saving up cash so I could buy the DLC. And now I have characters such as Vanguard and others. I do not plan to put this on YouTube. I have other things to put on YouTube. This is more supposed to be kind of like a beginning practice thing. And Jack, you of all people should know this. I mean, I discussed my ideas for YouTube with you. probably more of a story-oriented idea where I'll try to do more editing on my part for that. But for now, this is just practice. Say whatever you want that's appropriate still. And I'll try to make sure to respond to every single thing that everyone says. And I won't be saving, I'll just be bookmarking everything to get a basic setup. The really difficult thing probably will be to set up the wireless settings on this, since I will only be bookmarking or saving turns. So, yes, I was in Southtown, Jack, thank you. So yeah, we're getting close to the ending of this first, I guess, beginning. So yeah, any questions? Or it's really difficult to keep a live stream with one guy. Thank you, Jack. At least it's one. It's better than what I can say for my first time. So, Jack, as you're the one viewer here, do you have any questions about the characters? I'm really surprised to hear that. I mean, this is probably the most boring thing I've ever seen. If I saw one of my regular YouTubers doing this, well, actually compared to a lot of YouTubers, this is more, you like Crom? I think he's kind of bland, personally. But then again, he's kind of like a cross between Marth in his way of, motivation, while also being, like, rugged. Like, I'm sure you'd like him. You seem to kind of come across as someone who would enjoy his style of lord. In fact, you'd probably be more similar to his class if you were a character. What am I saying? So, you're a Crom guy. Of course you are. What the heck? I have to say that this was planned really quickly, but I still kind of like how this is beginning to turn out. I really hope that we can build some kind of community around this or something. Ah yes, it's a very nice campfire. See how that fire literally cuts through the logs, and it's already burning the ground apparently. I'm so confused, what the heck? Oh, it's close to cutscene time, guys. Be prepared. I hear a huge complaint about the characters not having feet. I think it's more that the characters just walk really awkwardly, or they're all wearing weird heels. You will spread my word. Thank you so much. Ah, goodness. Oh no. I still think the animation's really good compared to, before this, Fire Emblem games didn't really have, cutscenes where the characters would do stuff like this. They'd usually use, actions on the map to explain everything. Everyone will watch this stream or they shall learn. Well, that's not kill everyone, Jack. We need to keep some people because they might change their minds. Just remember. I mean, some people may watch this after the fact, which would still be nice. Oh my god. But yeah, compared to this is one of the first games to have actual animations and cutscenes as well. You have to wonder, how come no one noticed that apparently in nearby towns? Because you hear about it once when they're discussing it in Listall. Why burn everyone? I mean, yes, there's fire here, but we can't burn everyone. Outside of this forest, I mean, everything's already going up to flames. Besides that, here's my main problem. What is that? We have like this giant shiny thing, and then we have all of the risen come out of it, which is really confusing in the first place. Because if it was open, then how come this ritual allows everything to come out? You think you'd want it so... yes, well, they have to put a lot of time. This is their comeback to... after a long time of silence. The newer Fire Emblem games are kinda iffy with the fanbase. And I know a lot of the complaints with them. People don't like Corrin because people thought this game was alright, but people don't like Faith because they thought Corrin was way too peaceful. He was given everything. I personally really enjoyed Faith. I can see the complaints with Corrin. He is kind of a very mellow person, but I generally think that he was a kind of likable character. Not the best character, by any means, nor the best lord. I have to give that prize to Ellawood. And, Barracoot, even though he's not necessarily a lord. But, yeah. Also have to comment the fact that it's stupid that not even, one character, except for possibly Longku, knows that Martha is actually a woman, or Lucina. So, there's that. That face is amazing. Just look at that. How does that at all express fear? Because if anyone could, please tell me that. Has there ever been a moment where you yourself, or anyone you know, has actually been scared to a point where their pupils actually vanish? I want to know that. Oh, thank you, Graham. Lissa is Crom's sister, and the second princess to Listall. However, we'll get more into that as this story progresses. I really found it interesting when it turned out that Listall and Arcanea were the same place, or close to the same place. Anyways, I'll get into more on that when people ask me questions. So, I think the really shocking thing is Frederick can't tell that Martha's a woman. Because you think someone who focuses on like every single detail in battle would be really focused on this really mysterious person that Crom keeps talking to. It's really confusing for me. Yes, abandoned forts. Seriously, why would there ever be abandoned forts? I get there was a war here at some point, but you think they would, like, take these down, or at least they'd be, like, slightly demolished, but the forts basically look the same as any other fort. And besides that, I also think there should be a prequel to Awakening. Probably like Fire Emblem Slumber or something. I want to see a game where we look at Crom's father. I generally want to... Maybe we could not look at it from his point of view, but maybe the last Pleiadian king. People could live in the forts. Of course. Because, you know, people regularly live in forts. So, yeah, that's going to be the first episode or part. And that's it for now. Thanks for watching, well, Jack, and bye.